Competition in the Android market is huge. It's what pushes manufacturers like Samsung, HTC, and LG to make better devices every year and pack in cool features like the fingerprint scanner, heart rate monitor, and massive high-quality speakers. With the release of the Galaxy S6 and HTC One M9, the bar has been set high for LG. So let's find out if their latest flagship brings enough to the table to find a spot in your pocket. I'm Kevin Riazi, and welcome to my full video review of the LG G4. Let's start off with design. LG is sticking to their guns with the unique button placement on the back like the two previous flagships, and it seems to be working for them. I got used to this after a couple of days of use, and my fingers rest just below that, so it's really easy to control. I can easily use this device one-handed because it's curved. The back is removable, and underneath that you will find a 3000 mAh battery and a micro SD card slot. This means you can buy a second battery and there is no need for a power bank. On the top of the device we will find IR blaster, and on the bottom we find the micro USB charging port, microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Performance on the Snapdragon 808 is really quite impressive. I got a score of 25,924 on Quadrant Standard benchmark, and the G4 really excelled in real-world performance. Mobile games like Modern Combat 5, Fruit Ninja, and Asphalt 8 were an absolute joy to play on this beautiful display. Speaking about that display, we find a 5.5-inch 1440p Quantum IPS display which looks absolutely beautiful. Moving on to my least favorite part of the phone, the build quality. The G4 is a beautiful slab of glass in the front, but when you flip it onto the sides or back, there is no glass or metal to be seen here at all. It's all cheap plastic. Even the buttons on the back feel cheap and spongy. Let's talk about the camera. The rear camera is capable of recording 4K video at 30 FPS or 1080p at 60 frames. LG's optical image stabilization is really impressive, but I found tap to focus to be very slow when shooting video. The front camera shoots 1080p video at 30 FPS and it's really wide. Low light shots on the rear camera look very nice thanks to its wide f1.8 aperture. What sets this apart from any other smartphone is the camera interface. You can get DSLR-like control over ISO, white balance, shutter speed, exposure, and even shoot in RAW. Battery life was one of the strongest points of this device in my opinion. I got through a full day with heavy usage, and that was about 4 hours of screen on time. LG's skin on top of Android is very heavy, but it adds some really nice features like the double tap to wake and sleep, which I use all of the time, and all of the default apps are really useful. I guess if there's one thing I could change about this device, it would be the speakers. It's backwards firing and gets easily muffled up when I grip the phone with one hand, but I can let this one slide since I always use headphones. Overall, the G4 is a great smartphone that does all that I need and a lot more. With high-end flagship specs like the Galaxy S6 and its new, refined user interface, it's hard to pass up. I can absolutely recommend this phone to anyone, and especially to people who are looking forward to switch from iPhone to Android. I hope this video has helped you, and if you enjoyed, please drop a like below. Thank you for watching.